Hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well. This video, it's just to kind of nitpick something about Lyney that will be coming out in a couple of weeks. Now, if you didn't know, it seems like Lyney, you will have to run him in some type of mono pyro team. Now, yes, there isn't any serious problems when coming to mono teams until you have to go against an enemy that has a shield of the same element that your team is based on. So let's say if you're using a mono pyro team and the enemy has a pyro shield, good luck in trying to defeat that enemy. Now with Lyney, it seems, and it might be suggested somewhere in his kit, that he will inflict more damage when the opponent is inflicted with pyro, and he also deals more damage based on the type of elements you have in your team. And that element that they want you to run with him is pyro and nothing else. So all the dreams of running him in a vaporized team and a melt team, you could just throw that out the window because it's not going to be worth it. Now, I'm not sure how the diminishing returns come back with running a full set of characters with only pyro in the team. I bet that there might be some way to melt, but then again, if you have hydro or cryo on the enemy, then the enemy might take less damage because his passive won't proc to get additional damage because the enemy won't be inflicted with pyro. So I'm not sure how the ICD will work, but let's just hope that it isn't as bad as what I'm thinking about. So when coming to the pyro characters that we have, let's take Hu Tao for example. She is one of the best, and if not the best pyro unit in this game. Yes, there's Xianglin, and I really think that they are equals when coming to what they do. But Hu Tao, she's run in more of a hyper carry team, where Xianglin, she's run as mostly a off-field pyro DPS. Now, if you build Xianglin correctly, she could possibly out DPS Hu Tao in some situations. You see, you have to remember that Xianglin is a very high energy costing character, and if you don't rotate properly and don't know how to funnel energy properly, you might have a lot of downtime where Hu Tao is just a click of E. I really like characters that are not burst dependent. So characters like Hu Tao, characters like Yoimiya, characters like Ayato and stuff, where majority of the damage comes from the elemental skill proccing. Well, I mean, Hu Tao, she gets additional damage and she turns her polearm into pyro and she just dashes and kills everything. I like the fact that her kit doesn't operate like Zhao, where you have to have your burst up. You could just build her for mad DPS and just don't really care about her burst that much, although her burst does a ton of damage. It's a freaking ghost nuke. She generates a ton of particles at the same time. So even with no energy recharge on Hu Tao, she will have her burst up. Now there are two characters that stands out that you could use with Lyney, and those two characters are Xianglin and Dea. And you could probably use a tank fear too, but it's not really that recommended, but I mean, you could do it. Now with Xianglin, there's one little problem with her, and the thing is that Lyney, if his taunt for some reason cannot taunt all of the enemies on the field, he will get staggered, and you have to be doing a level 2 charge attack to take advantage of his kit. It's basically like if you're doing Ganyu charge attack, and if you fire it before you get the second bloom, majority of the damage comes from that. So if you're getting staggered with Lyney because his taunts isn't as great as what we think it is, that's a lot of DPS loss. But you could run this team, but I'm not sure if you want to be that up close and personal with the enemy with a bow character, unless your child for some reason who switches out his bow to some freaking water daggers. Now the other character which I am actually excited to use in Fontaine is Dea. Dea, in her kit, she has her fiery sanctum, which, if you didn't know, it lasts for 12 seconds and then there's a 6 seconds cooldown. But within that 12 seconds, sadly, only 7 seconds of it, I think it's 7 seconds, you get 100% stagger resistance. So it's like you're having an unbreakable shield. And yes, I know it isn't a shield because you still take damage. But if you know, like majority of us know, when you use their E, it will stop majority of the hits that your character take from getting one shot and one kill. So she does have some benefits. Sadly, her numbers are just really bad, and it tarnished her reputation as being one of the most fun units that I have used this year compared to all the other characters that I have. I really enjoy using Dea, and I'm so happy that Dea will have a place and will have to deal with certain mechanics in Fontaine. Now with Lyney, Yes, we could try and melt and try to vaporize with him, but if you're going to do a melt with him, you'll have to use a character like Ganyu, and you could probably switch on and use the elegy for the end with her. And the other character I see that you could use is Rosaria, and Rosaria is actually really good because she does give the on-field character a crit rate boost, but for some of the meta heads that want to do a one-shot KO hit, I think that you could probably do a Ayaka burst, and let's hopefully one of his numbers in his skill or maybe his charge attack could do an amazing melt damage, and I'm sure somebody is going to do it. Yes, it's only going to look good for the camera and it's only going to look for the gameplay footage, but will it be reliable? I doubt it, because I really tried to do it, and you have to build a ton of energy recharge on Ayaka, and she already have her meta team, but if you have her and you're not using her, you could probably try to do that type of nuke playstyle, but I'm not sure if that's the way he's intended to be used. I'm not sure how the diminishing returns will come back if you run full pyro, but most players will be using Lyney in a team with either Dea, Zhanglin, then a character like Bennett because he is the best support, and then maybe using his sister Lynette because she does provide a swirl, and she can't swirl pyro because if the team is only pyro, then she will swirl pyro, and she does taunt. So I am actually kind of interested in this new type of refined playstyle of taunting the enemies away from your own field character, which will be Lyney. Or if you don't want to use Lynette, the other character that will be used with Lyney, the godly Kazuha. So yeah guys, that's my only little nitpick I could think about with Lyney. Other than that, his kit looks very, very good. We will have to wait and see his numbers. I don't really trust any of the footages that I have seen. If you're a low spending player or a free-to-play player like me, most likely you won't be going on the weapon banner and you will be saving for the Hydro Archon. We will have to use the bows them that we do have. Thankfully, I am blessed in my account so far. I have a ton of good bows. Since you won't have to build any elemental mastery on him, I really think that majority of the players in this game will run him with the Skyward Harp, because in our mono pyro team you won't be able to melt or vape. But yeah guys, what do you think about mono teams? Do you have fun using it? Honest, like to tell you the truth, like sometimes I do have fun using mono teams like with Ito and stuff, but I love having different elements in my team. For the most, I like having at least 2 of the same elements, like 2 Hydro, 2 Cryo or wherever, but the other 2 elements have to be something that could cause a reaction. So leave it awesome, you know, hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stars shining really, moon visions in my sight, landing nowhere with the sight. Had to take her with me, she was tasty to my sight, so I had to